Good day. It's exciting to be here with these wonderful, wonderful people on this side of life. What a great place to be. It's a new day in America. It's an exciting day in America when Americans are rising up and once again restoring the foundational principles of this representative republic, and they're demanding accountability. They're demanding that their elected officials listen to them and spend wisely. It's through this financial downturn, economic trials, that we have now become fiscally minded, and I'm thankful for it. But Americans are saying no more to fraudulent spending, no more failures like Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, and no more funding of Planned Parenthood. And we welcome it. We join with millions of Americans. CWA alone has sent 980,000 petitions to Congress. 980,000 petitions, coupled with the other pro-life organizations. Over 1 million petitions and electronic communications have been sent. Your voices will be heard. If you're listening out there, do not be discouraged. Join with us as we continue this work, and now to the Senate, inviting them to hear the majority of Americans who are now pro-life, not wanting their dollars to fund the death of children in the womb. Join with us and call your senators. We also thank Congressman King, Congressman Latham for their work and their stance on the life movement. And we hope that others will follow and listen to the voices of the American people. People are laid off, they're unemployed, parents are sacrificing to provide for their children, and they should not be asked to subsidize the sex lives of teenagers through Planned Parenthood. Taxpayers are forced to pay over $300 million a year, $360 million a year. Defunding Planned Parenthood is not a mandate on abortion. It won't outlaw abortion. It won't even destroy Planned Parenthood. Understand, it is a $1 billion organization with an $85 million a year profit. $1 billion a year with an $85 million a year profit. Those who want to support their cause can still do so. It just shouldn't be forced and coerced out of the taxpayers' pockets. Planned Parenthood implies to you that they do much more than abortion. We've seen recently that they're right. Unfortunately, the Lila Rose videos, we are so thankful for those, but they exposed the workers' knowing and willing aiding and abetting of sex trafficking, prostitution of minors, statutory rape. She admitted how she could get around those government reports that are required when one receives government money. She was willing to abandon those reports for the sake of money. It wasn't for helping free services and testing, because if you watch that video, she repeatedly tells him he can go to the county for services for testing. It was the exploitation and the bullying on abortion that she was after. How unfortunate for all those young girls who had no say. Even those he admitted were brought into this country illegally for trafficking purposes. Another law, totally looked upon and disgraced by the people at Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood is right. They do more than abortion. They're willing to abandon the laws. They're willing to abandon the reports that come with that government money. And Americans are saying no more. Viewers who watch those videos are also voters. And we are willing to hold Planned Parenthood accountable. Planned Parenthood will tell you that they work with many schools to educate the youth on their sexuality and on pregnancy prevention. Again, they have failed. Dateline just last Thursday evening, March 3rd, 2011, did a special. 1 in 6 teenagers is now pregnant. Many of them because they wanted to be pregnant. Once again, Planned Parenthood has failed on your dime. And taxpayers are saying, no, enough is enough. In this time when people are doing everything they can to make ends meet, moms and dads are sacrificing for their children. We're not about to let money go easily out of our hand with no accountability to organizations that continually do not do what they have promised under contract and grant to this government to do. Whether it's an emotional issue like abortion or any other issue, taxpayers are now holding their elected officials accountable, as they should. $3.5 billion a decade is given to Planned Parenthood from Americans' paychecks. $3.5 billion a decade. That's money that can be used for Parkinson's research, cancer research, childhood leukemia, juvenile diabetes. Instead, it's stripped from the paychecks of Americans. $3.5 billion a decade. It's time we rise up and say no. I hope that you will join us. Call your senators. Tell them no more funding Planned Parenthood with my money. I do not care to subsidize the sex life of teenagers. I'm doing all I can to support my own children, and I don't care to fund the killing of others. We will not support taking a baby's life before it takes its first breath. Thank you.